This game here will not be easy. This game here will be difficult. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be. It doesn't matter. That's the same for everybody. The difference is their mindset versus our mindset. Our players versus their players. Our technique versus their technique. That's what determines winning and losing. No, captain's out. Know this, all of you. Play it like it's your last play, every play. Play it like it's your last play, every play. Don't worry about the clock. How much time's left? Worry about the next rep. Getting set mentally, getting set physically, getting set emotionally to do the job. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding.
There are just 2 teams remaining in the Southern Conference that have yet to lose a league game, and they go head-to-head here today at Gibbs Stadium in Spartanburg as the Wofford Terriers, ranked number 5 in the nation, take on number 22, Western Carolina. Good afternoon, everybody. Mark Hauser along with Tom Henson. Van Hipp is our sideline reporter today as the Terriers look to go to 5-0. Western, Tom, they're trying to win a 5th straight game as well. They come in at 4-1.
Should be a great matchup. This is an explosive Western Carolina offense. Catamounts come in hot. The Terriers have been struggling a little bit.
All time, these teams have been playing since 1952. Wofford with a 24-14 lead in the all-time series, though the Catamounts have beaten Wofford 2 of the last 3 head-to-head. Wofford winning in Cullowhee last year, 31-19.
Yeah, the key stat here, Western Carolina's lost 43 straight road games versus ranked teams. Their last win on the road against a ranked team way back in 1984, but the Catamount faithful are happy, and they're closing in on a nice season.
Well, they've already beaten a ranked team this year when they got Samford at home a couple of weeks ago, and Tom, they're doing it with offense. The Terrier defense has been very good this year, only gave up 7 points at Presbyterian last Saturday.
Yeah, it should be a nice test. Western Carolina comes in averaging over 41 points a game. Terriers right up there at 28. If Wofford can control the clock, I think the Terriers are going to have a great chance to keep the thing away from Western Carolina.
Terriers and Catamounts this afternoon from Gibbs. Back with the kickoff in a moment. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and now one of the running backs will motion to the near side. Play action for Adams, throws down the middle, and it's intercepted. Terrier picks it off at the 50, takes it to the near side to the 45, down at the 44, Colton Clemens, the linebacker. Adams maybe didn't see him. He stepped right in front of the receiver, caught it up over his head, and the Terriers have it on a turnover.
He deflected that ball. Nice job by Colton Clemens. Getting depth in his coverage and getting his hand up in the passing lane, right into both of his hands, deflection in the air, and Colton Clemens comes down with it.
Chase Nelson is checked in at the fullback spot. In motion left, Morgan. Goodson running the option left, has a seam, first down and more to the 15. He is down at the 11-yard line. 11 yards, a first down run for the quarterback, Brandon Goodson. Shaman Elliott, reserve safety with the tackle, and he was the last guy with an angle for the Catamounts.
Great block by Chase Nelson. Sealed the edge and allowed Brandon to cut it up in there and get the first down.
So here's Luke Carter to try the field goal, a short one, 22 yards from the left hash mark. He is a right-footed kicker. Ross Hammond with a good snap, hold down, kick on the way, and it is good. Wofford has the initial lead, but they have to settle for 3 points. 2nd and 6 from the 48 right hash. Single back sidecar right for Adams. He's going to pump, wants to throw deep on a double move to the near side. Over the shoulder catch made by Stephon Hill at 31-yard reception. 1st and 10 at the Wofford 17. Play action. We get flags. Ball thrown to the near side. It is caught by Mathis near sideline. He takes it to the 5. He dives to the pylon. Did he get in? Is that a touchdown? It is a touchdown, but he was the Southern Conference high jump champion in track last year. And he'll give it away to the back in a big hole left side. Newsome, near side numbers, 20 to the 30, all the way out to the 40-yard line. Trez Newsome with a big hole over the left side. Adams will go out of the gun. He's got a single back. Newsome sidecar right, and H-back ahead of him to his left. Fakes the give to Newsome. Adams bounces off a couple of tacklers, keeps his feet, and now he's going to be thrown for a loss. He got as far as the 7-yard line, wanted to reverse his field. Now he's dropped at the 3 for a 4-yard loss. loss. Tyrie Adams perhaps trying to do too much that time. Give him credit, though. He's slippery.
Yeah, he's got great balance, but he got knocked back into the arms of Tyler Vaughn.
Second down and 14 from the 3. Adams again with an H-back to his left. Newsome is running back sidecar right. He'll take the shotgun snap in the end zone as his H-back Kosinski motions to the right. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wofford 3 down linemen. Newsome wants to sweep left, and he is hog-tied at the 1-yard line. Big Miles Brown got in there for Wofford and blew it up. Now looking at 3rd and 19. Newman will roll to his left, sets, fires, and that is caught. A tumbling catch made by R.J. Taylor at the Western 46-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down underneath the coverage of Marvin Tillman. And now what does Mike Ayers do? That went for 17. It's 4th and 2.
You could quick kick again. The problem with going for it is if you don't get it, you've given a great offense a shorter field.
Yeah, this Western offense averaging over 500 yards per game, and they've played some good teams this year. Wofford 4th and 2 at the 46. They're going to line up to go for it, though we have seen the quick kick once already today. Newman out of the gun, 2 backs. They're going to try for it. Newman runs the option right. There's the toss away to McAfee. Lowers his head, and he's got the first down. Shotgun snap coming. And it's an inside handoff and a hole up the middle. Stoddard, 30, 20. He's down to the 15, brought down from behind at the 12.5-yard line. Nelson and Morgan the backs. Goodson from the gun with 2 to the right. 3rd and 4 from the 7. And it's a fake of the dive. Pitch far corner to Morgan. Wheels away from a tackler at the 3 to the 2. He is in. What a run by Morgan as he spins away from a tackler and scores.
And give Joe Newman a lot of credit as well. It was a late pitch after he had gotten some yardage as well. That's option football at its prettiest.
7-yard touchdown run for Blake Morgan, and he showed his athleticism after taking this pitch.
What a late pitch, but spin that time by Blake Morgan, and then got into the end zone. And Coach Ayers doesn't celebrate much, but he liked that one. A little fist pump from the head coach.
From their 25, trips right, a single man left. Man goes in motion left. It's Mathis. Quarterback pumps one way. Adams comes back to the right with his throw. It's caught at the 26, but then Newsome is driven to the turf by Colton Clemens after a 1-yard catch, and it will be 4th down, and momentum right now resides on the home sideline. Colton Clemens with a form tackle.
Well, that's textbook. When you film the video on how to tackle, you keep your head up, you put the face mask in the chest, you wrap your arms around them, and you drive them into the turf.
3:50 to play in the first half. Morgan and Nelson are the running backs. Out of the gun, Joe Newman running the option right. That's the wide side, and his pitch is batted out of the air, picked up by a Catamount, and Western will have the ball at the Wofford 10. Man in motion behind the formation. Fake of the give to the running back. Adams running left. Big seam untouched to the 5 touchdown. It's 2 either side with the ball on the right hash mark. Play action. He's going to throw it deep to the near side, and that pass is intercepted. Terriers have it at the 48-yard line. George Beasy with his 2nd pick of the year had inside position on the receiver, Stephon Hill. Well, how about that? It's Wofford football with 39 seconds to play in the 2nd quarter.
Not really sure why he threw that football. The coverage was there by Beasy the entire way, and you called it, Mark. He had inside coverage on an underthrown ball.
3rd and 10 at the Catamount 34. Terriers go out of the wing bone, and now Nelson, the fullback, motions right. Goodson in the pocket with time down the middle with it. Blake Morgan with the catch at the 7-yard line. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. 34-yard try from inside the left hash. High snap, spot down from Mosley. Plenty of distance on the kick, and it is good. And that is how the first half ends. 2nd field goal of the day for Luke Carter, 34 yards. And at the break, we've got a 1-point game.
Terriers doing a good job of blocking. 3rd down here. Wofford converted 50% in the first half. 5 of 10.
3rd and 2 right hash. Terriers with it at their 38. Wingbone in motion right. Blake Morgan. He'll get the handoff up the middle. Hits the seam, and he's in the open. 40, 50. Angling left to the 40, to the 30. He is tackled at the Western 24-yard line. A big run for Blake. Kendall White in the secondary with the tackle for Western Carolina. He had a big hole.
Yeah, had a huge hole, and it's News to report, no penalty flags on the play.
Yeah.
A couple of offensive linemen just absolutely got their guys on the ground, and that's what it takes to get a running back through the hole and down the field. Huge play for Blake Morgan.
Trips right, a single receiver to the left for Tyrie Adams. Back stays into block, plenty of time. Throws near side. Tyrie Robinson has it at the 5, racing for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Western Carolina. On second down, out of the gun, Goodson handoff up the middle, breaking tackles, 40, 50, that is taken to the 45, to the 40. Andre Stoddard brought down from behind at the 37, big run for the fullback. What did he do there?
Yeah, I was going to say, what did you see?
It's just a good hard run, and as soon as he saw that flash, he got north, and I think just did a great job here. The only problem is he's a little bit like me, and we're getting caught from behind, so we got to take that for 6.
Play the fullback. Does he want it again right here? Did you want it again in this situation?
Every time. I would take the ball every time if I had the option, right? So you just got to be a part of the offense. I mean, I think we're going to come back with maybe 1 or 2 more here in a second, but might have a little give outside too.
Goodson fakes the dive out of the gun, pitch near corner McAfee to the 20. Stutter steps to the 15. Lennox driving things forward inside the 15. He'll finally be pushed out of bounds by a couple of white jerseys. First and goal at the 3. Wingbone, 1 receiver to the right. Man in motion left. Handoff left side. Taken in. Touchdown Terriers.
Called by Eric Breitenstein, fullback off tackle.
That is Andre Stoddard into the end zone behind the left side of the line, and the Terriers are down 2 with 3:52 to play in the third quarter.
You don't have to go for 2 this early, but we'll see if Coach Ayers looks like he's going to try to go ahead and get the 2-point conversion.
Wofford piecing together a 72-yard touchdown drive. Andre Stoddard goes behind left side and scores standing up.
Best drive of the day.
Terriers line up to go for 2. Goodson out of the gun. Stoddard sidecar right as his running back with the ball on the left hash. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Morgan in motion right. Goodson running the option right. Pitch Blake Morgan, and he's in. 2-point conversion, Blake Morgan.
That was a beautifully executed option play. Great job of Brandon Goodson pitching late. Blake Morgan gets it in.
Terriers get all 8 on that possession. They have tied the football game. The running back sidecar right, 2 receivers right, man in motion left behind the formation. Fake of the dive, Adams pitch near corner, and the ball carrier, Stephon Hill, will pick up 3 to the 30 before Mason Allstat stops him. This is a big possession for Wofford's defense. Of 40 yards from the left hash, looking to give Western the lead. Spot down, kick on the way, and it will not have the distance. It is well short. And we are still tied. 2nd and 3, Stoddard the back, sidecar right with Goodson out of the gun. Andre will get the handoff right side, has a seam to the 40, stiff arms to the 35. He will be tackled at the Western 34-yard line. 13 more for Stoddard. Hardy and Tillman on the tackle for Western. What was that play call?
Man, we're just right now, we are hitting them like a good boxer right now. Inside, outside, inside, outside. They don't really know what's going to come, and they're not being effective to stop any of it. That was just a little zone cutback. We gave it and went for about, how many yards was that? 8 or 9?
That was 13.
13 yards, all right.
Ball on the right hash mark. On third down, they run the end around. Here's Blake Morgan breaking a tackle at the 15, takes it to the 10. 1st and goal. He is stopped right at the 10-yard line.
So we just hit him a couple of times on the inside. I think maybe we could look for a little pull here if they'll play it right. And we
3rd and goal from the 4 out of the gun. Goodson running the option left.
6.
He is hit at the 2, stretches out to the 1, and he crosses the plane. Man. Touchdown, Terriers, Brandon Goodson.
What a great play by Brandon Goodson. That's a senior knowing that you just have to break the plane. Just stretch that ball out there, secure it. Big time drive for the Terriers.
Boy, he stuck that ball out there like a loaf of bread. I was looking for a hand to swat it, but he hangs on, and the Terriers have now claimed the lead. Luke Carter to add the important extra point out of the hold of Mosley, and the kick into the veranda lot is good. Well, Wofford putting together a patented 15-play drive. Will go to break. 7:35 to play here at Gibbs. Terriers now lead the Catamounts 28-21. This is Terrier football from IMG. 3 to the right, a single man left with the ball on the right hash mark. 3rd and 13 for the Catamounts from the 50-yard line. Adams in the pocket, rolling right. On the run, he'll throw it. Is caught for a first down at the 40, 35, 30. And that is Tyrie Robinson down to the Wofford 25-yard line. A 25-yard catch. Clemens and Massey stop him. Spencer to his right. Again, two tight ends, a receiver to the right. Ball on the right hash mark. And now we get all sorts of movement before the snap. Adams is going to get up under center. And Adams pitch, far corner, Spencer right side. That is a touchdown.
I like that play call. They just simply outnumbered Wofford on that flank.
And the clock is at 0, and that means we are going to overtime here at Gibbs Stadium. Brandon Goodson out of the gun, two backs. And he'll run the option right. There's the toss away. McAfee makes the corner to the 20, to the 10. He'll be shoved out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3. Great start to overtime. A 22-yard dash for Lennox McAfee. He'll line up shaded to the left behind Goodson out of the gun. Two receivers right, one to the left, in motion left behind the formation. McAfee. Handoff Stoddard. Shakes to his left. Diving for the goal line. Touchdown Terriers. Adams out of the gun with a back sidecar right. Takes the snap. Again, Wofford coming with 4. Thrown toward the end zone. Tyrie Robinson. Did he get it? No, it is intercepted, and the Terriers have won it. George Beasy picked it off. Took it out of the arms of Tyrie Robinson, and Wofford has won the game.
I have no idea how George Beasy intercepted that pass. No idea how he intercepted that pass.
And the Terriers are mobbing each other at the near sideline, and Wofford remains unbeaten both overall and in conference play. George Beasy with 2 picks today, and that one ends it. Man.
He was underneath the coverage.
He just wrestled it out of his arms.
Yeah, but I think if Robinson has possession, when he catches it in the end zone, he never had possession. You could see it bobble off his chest. He never had possession of it, so it is an interception. Replay would show that if the Terriers had replay capabilities. So that is a fair and square win for the Terriers.
Yeah, but bring it out! I said, everybody bring it out! I said, everybody bring it out! All right, listen. For you guys, and you guys only, you do this. Take a knee, please. All right, everybody got a check.
I take that chair right here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Friday start.
Hey, Hambone, have you heard? Pop's gonna buy me a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Pop gonna buy me a diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't shine, Pop gonna buy me a 5 and dime. If that 5 and dime don't pay, Pop gonna buy me a Chevrolet. If that Chevrolet don't run, Pop gonna buy me BB gun. If that BB gun don't shoot, I'm gonna buy me a brand new suit. If that brand new suit gets tore, I'm gonna buy me a candy store. If that candy store burns down, I'm gonna kick me out of town.
Walk us through the interception to end the game.
I knew they wanted that matchup. That's one of his favorite targets, and he's a good receiver. But, you know, my coaches trusted in me. They moved me over there to get the one-on-one matchup with him. And I saw him coming, and at first I thought it was going to be a fade, but then he hit me with a hard stem, and I was able to stay low, turn my hips, and I just drove on the ball. And before the play, me and TV were talking, and I was just like, look, I'm going to get an interception right here. So that was the cool part.
No kidding. You wrestled it out of his arms, it looked like.
Yeah, we both had the ball, and usually if the receiver in the corner have the ball, you know, they end up giving it to the receiver. So I said, I got to get it. So I made that last tug at the end, and I was able to come up with it.
You had a couple today. Have you ever had a game at any level where you've had 2 picks in a single game?
No, actually, no, I haven't. I think in high school I had two interceptions, but one got called back. So, yeah.
Well, you were close then. What does it mean to this team to keep winning games like this, close game after close game?
Oh, man, we just got to keep on building on it. You know, we trust each other. We just got to keep on winning because, you know, it's going to get tougher and tougher down the road. But we just going to keep on fighting, keep on finding ways to win, and that's what a championship team does.
Citadel next week, and you remember both of those last year. What stuck out playing those guys?
As far as Western or
Citadel?
Okay, they're just really physical. You know, you just gotta. That's one of those games you just gotta really bring your physical hat and really get ready to play ball because they're just gonna keep on running it. Last year I think they tried to throw it a little bit more in the playoffs, but you know our guys were ready for the challenge. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, another close victory. You were the workhorse today. What was it like facing their defense? Because their DC knew a lot of the little things Wofford does.
It was tough. I think our offensive line did a heck of a job, and we made great adjustments at halftime. But they're a tough defense. They're a very tough team. But I think the adjustments we made and the way our offensive line played today, you know, afforded me the opportunity to kind of do what I did today.
It was a 1-point game at the half, and the end of the first half didn't go well really for either side. What did Coach tell you guys at the break?
We just had to stop killing ourselves. Penalties, turn the ball over, and you know, just not executing. And we feel like we definitely should have, you know, left out of the first half with a lot more points. But you know, we made the adjustments we needed to make, and we were able to come out with a win. So overall, we're pretty pleased with it.
How big was Lennox McAfee's run on the first snap from overtime to get you down to the 3-yard line?
Oh, that was huge. Lennox is always, he comes up huge when we need him, but that was huge, and we needed that, and I knew he was going to come through. So,
talk about the touchdown run that ostensibly won the game.
It was a great call, one of my favorite plays, and I just knew I had to get it, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me. So that was basically it.
Citadel next week, and 2 great games against them last year. What sticks out about playing those guys?
You know, they're always well coached, and they always play very well from a technique standpoint. And so we know we got to play sound, and we can't turn the ball over. And you know, we got to correct the mistakes we made today. And but overall, I think if we do that, we'll be fine. But it's going to be a tough game, a great environment, and we're ready. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, they keep doing this to you. Close game after close game. First half got sloppy. Yes. What adjustments were made? What did you tell them at the break?
Well, it just came down to, you know, you got guys. There was a lot of energy before the game, and you got some guys, quite frankly, they just too anxious, not hearing the snap count, not seeing the ball, misaligning, It was a circus. We go in at halftime, and I told them, I said, there's good news and there's bad news. I said, the bad news is we're beating ourselves. I said, the good news is we can correct it and give ourselves a chance to win this game. And we go out, and I thought our kids played really well in the second half. We had to make a lot of big stops on defense. They are so explosive, schematically very difficult to defend. But I thought our defensive staff did a great job getting those guys prepared. Offensively, we were looking at a new Western defense. And when you have a new guy, you're quite frankly really don't know what's coming. We had to do a lot of checking at the line, but It was great. I think for the kids, I think they learned a lot. And that second half, when we checked, we were doing some really good things. Guys responded really well. Our backs ran just super, super hard. Andre was, golly, he was a machine. He was a machine. Blake, he's just a playmaker. If we need a play, he seems to come up with it. It was a tough day in the trenches. They've got some big kids on defense, and I thought our kids did a great job.
You know, in overtime, Lennox McAfee, very first snap from scrimmage, gets that pitch, takes it all the way down to the 3. That might have been the biggest play of the game.
No doubt. And Lennox got stung a little bit on kickoff return. Probably pound for pound the toughest kid I've ever been around. And unbelievable competitor, and he's a guy that, quite frankly, he sets the standard. He helps those other guys, those younger guys, understand what it takes to play at this level and be successful.
In overtime, when Western gets the ball, you didn't have a sack all day until first play from scrimmage for them. Mikkel got in there. What did that mean to finally get to Tyrie Adams?
Well, it was huge. It put him behind in the sticks, way behind, and all of a sudden it's a different mindset. It's a different way of calling plays. And we were very fortunate that our guys went in. They had a great deal of energy, and we talked on the sideline. All it takes is one guy can stop them, and one play can stop them, and that play right there set the last play up.
George Beasy is such a great personal story. What does it mean to you, to him, to the program, for him to get the game-winning pick?
Well, George is a tremendous athlete. But George is about 5'7", and he's a guy that, although he's 5'7", he plays like he's 6'2", and loves to compete, loves to be against the best that the other teams have, and that play was a big league play. I'll tell you that right now. The guy got a little bit of inside leverage on him, but George closed the distance on him, broke on the football, and short-haired dogs win.
Were you holding your breath when the two of them were down on the ground wrestling?
No, not really. Not really. I was kind of screaming. That's what it was.
Citadel next, so it doesn't get any easier. Go down there, and they've been playing pretty well. And last year you played 2 classics against them.
We did. We had the game here. We were nip and tuck, and they create a turnover that went for a touchdown, and we had another turnover, and so we lost the game. We were fortunate enough to be able to play them again in the playoffs. We were fortunate enough to make the playoffs, and we returned the favor down there. Coach Thompson's done a fabulous job. They play great ball, and there's no quit. There's no they're going to do what Citadel does, and that's kind of the way that we are, quite frankly. A lot of people say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. We need to do what Wofford does, and we've been very blessed to have the right kids with the right attitude, and again, that coaching staff, fabulous job this week.
It's a nice Hall of Fame gift for Eric Breitenstein, Ahmet Paul, and Joe Edens.
Yes. 3 of my all-time favorites. 2 of them played for me. I'm sure a lot of people questioned whether, did Joe play for me? Well, Joe didn't, but he's a dear friend, a tremendous guy, a supporter of the team. His son, Michael, played for us back in the day. He was a fullback, and then you look at Eric and you look at Ahmet, and you're talking about some of the all-time statistical leaders. They were great players. There's no doubt about that. But they were great people as well. And so proud of all of them. And again, it's a great day, even when you've had about 3 hours of some things going wrong. And there's a lesson in life with that. Yeah, you can pout, you can drop your head, or you can fight the fight next round. We fought the fight.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Close games are becoming a habit for the Terriers. They win this one in overtime over Western Carolina, 35-28. Wofford now a perfect 5-0 overall, now 3-0 in the conference. Western Carolina, by far the most improved team in the league this year, slips to 2-1 in the league. They are 4-2 overall. George Beasy with 2 interceptions, including the game winner in the end zone on Western's overtime possession. Now the Terriers travel to Charleston to take on the Citadel Saturday. That'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll have coverage on the Wofford IMG digital platform at WoffordTerriers.com beginning at 5:30. I'm Mark Hauser. Thanks for watching Terrier Vision.